we get hypnotized in different situations because we lose the perspective. Okay, so simplest teaching, like breathing can be offered for free, but somebody can give a different name, pranvayu session. Okay, or you do cleansing breathing, and somebody can call it kundalini yoga breathing. Somebody calls sudarshan kriya. It looks fancy name, but basically essentially is the same thing. But if you give a special name, prices go up, and people practice it and value it. And other thing you call simple breathing, they don't pay attention. And this is what I put on Facebook, that we have human tendency to value the things which is very expensive and ignore the things which is available at hand. Simplest example, food costs money, and people spend so much money for food, and also eating at the restaurant and fancier restaurant. Same food could be cooked easily, available at home. Water is cheaper. It used to be free, now it's cheaper. And it is more essential than food. Without food, you can go on for a long time. Without water, you can go on for days. Look at air, which is free. Without air, you cannot go on for more than several minutes, and we ignore it. This is human tendency. Also, we ignore the teaching available at home, and we go far away for searching for teaching. And this is why it is found that a prophet in own town is ignored, and the same person, the same prophet goes to another town, is respected. I have seen it in my practical life, and all other lives.
Happened to you when you went to Iceland.
Yeah, so it just happens all the time. And in history, that is what happened. Look at all the prophets when they were living, they had only few followers, or they were crucified, they were punished, or they were ignored. And the same prophet, after he's gone, is honored and worshipped. This is human tendency. So we don't see what is at hand. Another example is everyone is looking for happiness. Okay, but they are running outside for happiness. Really, happiness is within. So really, if you become quiet within, you find happiness. But when you go out, you are going further away from yourself. So if you indulge into senses, thinking gives you happiness, then get involved in the mind, and then go into more external activities, you get further away from happiness. So we ignore what is at hand. Okay, so this is our tendency. So we don't see what is available at hand.
A lot of people don't know how to get there. That's the problem.
Right.
At hand.
Right. They don't see it clearly. So this is why we run after the things. In other areas also, just all the time we see. It's just people go in a wrong direction and don't know where they're going.
Well, the eyes look outward, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And so when you open them, they're seeing what, maybe something you don't have or something you desire.
Yes.
And when you open your eyes,
Yes.
you can't see inward, and that's, I guess,
Yes.
that's the journey.
And this is our programming, so we run away from what is there. There is a story that there were 10 men were crossing the river, and the river was very rough. So they crossed the river, and they wanted to make sure everyone is alive. So they started counting, and they counted only 9, the 9 person. Okay, you don't no good counting, let me count. He counted 9.
They forgot to count.
Everybody counted 9.
Except for
A stranger
yourself.
came. What's the problem? One of us has drowned. He said, let me count. He counted 10.
Right.
Everyone was counting.
Everybody but yourself.
Everyone else but own self. That is just some connection that we ignore ourselves. And that's why. So there's so many stories. It's something, you know, you're wearing on your neck. And
That lady with the
yes.
with the ring. Remember your story about that in the book?
Yeah, so the
She lost
similar
her-
stories.
She lost her ring.
Yeah, so you put in different place
Sure.
and then you look for it, but it is closer to you. So this is generally our tendency. So this is also waking up from hypnosis to be able to look within, to be able to think for yourself. That's what it is. Because we are so much programmed, we cannot think clearly. That's why we have to quiet the mind and think with fresh mind. It's like hatching out of the egg. Most people are born, you know, as an egg and die as an egg. Never hatch out. Hatching out is the thing. And this is why all the spiritual guidance, all the inspiration comes when you rely on yourself and not rely on others. And this is very rare. Almost everyone tries to follow. Only out of thousands, only 1 seeks, Krishna says. And out of 1,000 seekers, one finds me in reality. The whole idea is the illusion of the world is so powerful, which is called Maya. It's hard to rise above it.